So here, let's divide deepfakes into three parts so as to make it very simple for the viewers. There are deepfake images, there are deepfake audios, and then there are deepfake videos. Now, what is an image and why do we need it? As of now, I have seen not even a single positive use about it. What does it do? There are several websites, there are certain apps. You just upload a picture of a woman. Mind you, Faye, I'm saying of a lady. It doesn't work for men, imagine. I won't be surprised when we'll start getting for men also. But as of now, it works excellently for women in the sense, moment you upload it, suppose if there is a particular person sitting in this position and there is like a beach or you can see the chair or somebody sitting next to it, you upload it, and in less than 15 seconds you get the complete nude picture of that particular person. Now how much does this cost? 35 rupees per image. Is it freely available? Yeah, we just have to google a particular word and we will get it. Sometimes I feel, when pornography could be banned, why aren't we banning this? Because there is no one positive thing about it. So this is a major threat. When you asked, how does it impact me? Back in 2014, there was a girl, Venupriya, and in Salem. And that time, somebody morphed her. They took her head, she was brown skinned, and put it on a bikini body of somebody who was white, was a foreigner. The entire village, including the parents, they didn't believe her. They said, no, it's you. She told them, just look at it. Here I'm brown, down it's fair. I mean, I don't have this. This is nowhere even close to any beaches over here. Why are you doubting? Nobody ever heard her. And then she committed suicide. So here, where it was very, very prominent about, you can see the mismatch. Just imagine what deep nudes are doing. We it's really pathetic because sometimes I have to go to check certain things as to how it is improved. First, I would check it over the period of years. Now I'm checking it over a period of days. Every day there's an update, and it is just getting better and better. Now, what do I mean by better and better? Initially, put up a woman's photograph with less clothes, like let's say shorts and something like that, and it was super easy. Now you put up somebody with the sari, and it does that too, where only a little part of the skin is visible. It's just the face and maybe the hands. So this is how it is. Now let's come to the second thing, that is the deep fake voices. The first ever instance was when there was this German guy, the founder. He called up his UK CEO. Now, this is a very large energy company, Faye. He called up the UK CEO and he said, hey, listen, how are you? How's your son? He named the son and everything. And he told him, could you do one thing? Could you please transfer $243 million to this Hungarian supplier? This guy did. But this was a deep fake voice. It was a deep fake voice, and this guy did it. When the inquiry was set, he said, I recognize his subtle German accent. He asked me about my kids. It was him. But later on in the investigations that came out, and this dates back again to 2017 and 18 Faye. So here we have voice cloning. Is it way too far-fetched? Is it happening in India? Yes, on a daily basis. You're on mute. You're on mute.
Okay. Let me break this down into pieces, right? So we first talked about videos. You said there are videos, there are photographs, and there are voice. And I'll
Voice.
get to photograph, I'll get to voice in a bit because that's a whole different problem on phone
Yes.
calls and things like that. If
Yes.
we talk about videos, a lot of young people face this problem when their exes who are upset with them tend to, either put out morphed
Yes.
photographs, put out morphed videos. This happens on Telegram channels a lot.
True.
Um, tell us right now about cases that you're dealing with when there is this sort of misuse or violation of privacy. Sometimes the photographs are not even real.
Huh. Yes, the photographs are not real because, again, thanks to the artificial intelligence, you're able to create something that's real, something very similar to that particular person.
Mhm.
But why would these guys want to do that? Like, now we have the technology released by Microsoft, Vasa 1. What it does, you just give it a photo. We are not even saying give it a video. It creates an entire video and it also makes it speak. So we are over there. It just got launched some 3 days back. Only a passport size photo, and it will create your complete video, upload your 20-second audio, and it can create your entire script. So you can do the text to speech. So this is really happening. A lot is happening. In fact, just very recently, there was a case wherein a youngster, a 17-year-old boy, he actually took one of these apps, and the term they use, he said, I nudified the girl. So these are called as a nudify apps. And then, of course, the police thing, and now the juvenile court, and all those things are going on as such.
So you're telling
So
me that these apps are readily available
yeah,
and minors are using them?
minors are using it left and right. They are passing in groups. You're talking about telegrams. They've created groups on Instagram. They're like, they're dealing, they're just circulating it. In fact, the friends who are the girls, they too are enjoying it. They're saying, okay, send me more. Send me with some sounds. I mean, we've heard about send me some she moaning, create a video like that. And these boys are then creating it. So we are there, Faye. We are there. We
Is
are in
there
one. Hmm.
is there a way, first of all, to differentiate between a deep fake and a real video? This is a question from Shelby who's asking on our timeline right now. Let's assume I receive a video of someone.
Hmm.
Um, it may or may not be a nude. Like for example, even the Aamir Khan video or
Yeah. Yeah.
how do we tell the difference?
Okay. So sometimes, so you really need to be, as of now, you need to have expert eyes to look at the synchronization. So if you would have seen that, what has happened over there in the Ranveer Singh's video, we can see that after a point of time, after a few seconds, his voice is not syncing. Whatever speech he's saying is not just syncing with the lip movements. But in case of Amir Khan, it was like near to perfection. And
Mm.
at that point of time, like, for an common man, a common man is now not going to take a screenshot and do a Google reverse image search, what we do generally. So so I would do that, like, okay, find out, just take a screenshot, go to Google Lens, go for a 10 eye reverse image search. Now there are many tools also. There are many tools, like, the ones who, like, the other news agencies or the boom check, those fact checking sites, what did they do? They use True Media. That's one of the websites. But then there is a waiting list over there. You need to,
Mm.
like, kind of wait, send your email ID, they will see your profile, and accordingly they'll approve. So I've got approved just today. I'd applied some time back. So then now what I would have to do, I would just have to take the video. Now they've got the tools which actually detects all the shadows, the lights, the
Mm.
synchronization, because at the end of the day, there are certain digital footprints from where you make it out that this is AI generated. But the fastest and the easiest method, even for anyone, is number one, ignoring it. I mean, why would you want? Yeah, 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 yeah. I always say, like, okay, it doesn't matter to me. Like, someday some celeb says she's dead, and second day she's awake. I mean, how do I care? Like, now Amir Khan says something, Ranveer Singh says something. I don't want to get deep into it, because it's too much. But I have adopted a policy which I tell everyone: don't believe what you see, what you read, what we hear. And this we've been saying that, Faye, you and I, since like now several years. So the
Hmm.
second way is take a screenshot, just do a reverse image search. I mean, thankfully now you have Google Lens. You will come to know, okay, that Aamir Khan's video from that Satyamev Jayate's episode. Now you
Right.
click, you hear it, and then you come to know, yeah, it's a deep fake.
Okay, so let's talk about deepfake audios at this point. You did say that it's possible to completely make a fake audio clip out of someone's
Yeah,
voice.
yeah,
Now, does it have to be, say, for example, I have a lot of videos on the internet right now, which
yeah.
means my voice is easily available. But
Mm.
that's not the case with everybody. Can anybody's voice be sort of faked at this point?
Not anybody's voice. So the thing is, we need a voice sample.
Hmm.
Like, for example, there's this guy who interns with me. He's just in the second year, imagine, of college. And I told him, please create a voice fake of mine. So we call it as voice fake, you know.
Hmm.
And he said, sir, send me a sample. I said, get it from wherever you want. Of course, my so many videos are over there. He just downloaded it. Within 20 minutes, he sent me my voice. And he made me say things which I never said.
Hmm.
So now, so the thing is, when your voice is there, are your voices really there? You say yours is there, mine is there. What about the people who are putting up reels? Now, let's take my son's case, who's not on social media. He never
Okay.
posts anything. Okay. Is his voice there? Yes. Did his did he put it? No. Did his parents put it? No. We don't have the consent. He strictly warned us that I don't want any picture, any voices, any videos of mine. Then how did I get his voice? I got his voice because thanks to his school, who would stream everything, who has put up everything on YouTube, the annual day of this particular day, or his testimonial, or his convocation ceremony, everything. So almost every school is streaming live. We recently saw how Aishwarya Rai's daughters, that
Yeah.
on the
Some
annual day, how it
performance.
was.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we have that. I mean, even if she's never put anything, the school did. So I think it's like a literally a wake up thing for the schools, to the principals, to the management. Please understand what are you doing. We are getting in a very very terrible era. Hey, let me tell you about the voice scams that are happening, and I'm talking
Hmm.
about the cases that have come to us. I'm just not talking about the cases that I read. There is this lady. She got a call from her nephew who's in US, and he spoke to her in Gujarati, saying that, Kaki, please transfer this 3 lakh rupees because I don't have UPI. I don't have, things like that. And I'll later on transfer in dollars and it will get converted into a. The Kaki believed it. She transferred it. But later, when the Kaki spoke to the real nephew, he said, I never called you. So generally, the red flag is you get a call from a different number. But what does this guy say? The guy says, Kaki, that other number of mine is not working.
Hmm.
The, sec- the second thing, the grandparent scam. Mark it from me, Faye. You will just see it like rising like anything. Again, I take my son and my 74-year-old dad. Me and Nirali, we keep going out, talking and visiting and other kind of things. Somewhere somebody will put up, okay, these guys are visiting. The cyber criminal has the one who has the intention. He sees our poster. He knows, okay,
Both
he
parents
just,
are out. Yeah.
yeah, the parents are out, or maybe even they're abroad, you know. So picks up the voice of my son, targets my dad, calls up my dad, Dada, I met with an accident. I am bleeding. I'm just right outside this hospital. One man is taking me. Please speak to him. Now the real man comes and speaks. If my dad says, come online, just show me, he will come online. You will see him bruised, bleeding, and all. My father is just going to transfer the 3 lakhs. Has this happened in
Because
India?
the bruised and bleeding will be a AI
Yes.
generated video of your son.
It will be. So, not just the voice, this is even the video. This is even the video. And on a daily basis, I have to keep telling my dad all these stories. So,
Mm.
when some people say this is too far fetched, go and just Google about one Ravindran, or just type a deepfake Kerala scam. It just happened in Jan. They are speaking to each other over a call. They've been working in Coal India. They both are retired. He says, "Do you remember this guy? Do you remember that guy?" They say, "Are yeah, we used to go in the canteen, have that vada sambar and everything, blah blah blah." He says, "Okay, can you please transfer 40,000 rupees?" We are talking only about 40,000 rupees. This man, the Kerala man, tells him, "Listen, I know it's you, but if you don't mind, can you please come on a video?" This man comes on the video. He says hi, and then he says, "Okay, cool, I'm transferring." And he transfers. But that was a deep fake voice with him.
No, but
He
how
was
did the
speaking.
deep fake know of their old friends and their old colleagues and things like that?
So, this is what we call as like kind of social engineering, getting the information. A lot of information of ours is available online, and this is why I say we always keep lecturing the citizens, be aware, be aware. Who will lecture the corporates when the data breaches are happened?
Mm.
A whole lot of data comes from there.
Give me an example.
Okay, there's a laundry brand, a very famous one. It got breached.
Mm.
I have the sample data with me right now. I just have to like search, and I'm sure almost every young girl, or has bought from that online store. It has that girl's name, phone number, address, what size she ordered, what product she ordered, what color she ordered, where, when was it delivered, how much she paid, how she paid. Imagine somebody getting a call, "How's that purple thing, how's the fit," and all those kind of things.
Mm.
Has that organization come and apologized? Has that organization come and said, "Listen, ladies, you could face this threat"?
Mm.
So that's why when
Because
you say the
when
DPDP
this
is
news
there.
comes out, and it's really, so it gets printed.
Yeah.
It says this such and such organization has
Yeah.
experienced a data breach, and you don't connect
Yeah.
that with your life, right? You don't imagine that this sort of data of mine is available. I give you an example. My
Uh-huh.
parents regularly get these phone calls in the middle of the day. Shh. Regularly get these phone calls in the middle of the day where someone calls them saying, "We're calling from the customs office in Delhi. You've got a package
Yes.
and you need to,
Yes.
give us your details." And I picked up the call once and I said, "I'm not going to give you these details. Who are you? I'm not interested in this
Mm.
package." And the person
Yes.
then became abusive because he realized
Yes.
that this is someone who's not going to, sort of listen and give him the details that he wants. Um, and I find it really scary because you don't know what information of yours is available on the internet, especially for senior citizens, that is allowing scamsters to do this.
And that's the reason, Faye, senior citizens are losing a lot of their insurance money. They're getting calls. People are telling about their policy details, what policy they
Mm.
had, when did they buy, everything. That's, some say, "Oh, it's the third party who sold it." Okay, fine. The third party sold it. That's one thing. How you remember, even when we used to talk about our Aadhaar and everything, we used to say, "Ki, everything is now being collected in one." The same
Yes.
mistake these corporates are doing. They're putting the entire thing in one table. I mean, the name, and in case of that lingerie brand, the name and all these, the personal information could have been on one table. The product bought could have been in another table. The payment details could have been in the third table, and all three could have been connected by a unique identifier. So if one is breached, what is there to lose? Okay, we know, okay, Faye D'Souza, and this is a mobile number. Fine, that's it. So we don't have to worry about that. The customs thing that you're talking about, you were aware you did this. Now, how bad do you think this has gone? About the customs thing that you're talking about. There's a victim. She's lost certain amount of money with the same scam. We've been calling it as a parcel scam or the courier scam. And
Okay.
yeah, this is called as a parcel scam. Here we call you, I mean, we in the sense the cyber criminals, Well, I'm not on that side. How I wish. Would have been a billionaire by now. So these guys call you. They will say, "Are you Faye D'Souza? Is this your Aadhaar number? Is this your address?" Yes. They have so much of information that you're convinced. And when you're convinced, now they say, "Madam, we found 70 grams of meth, 30 grams of some LSD, some fake credit
Oh,
cards, and three passports." Yeah, this is what they say. This is what has been happening in this type of scam. And then they say, "Ki, okay, we are transferring it to the narcotics." They transfer to the narcotics guy. The narcotics guy says, "Download Skype and come on a video call." When you go
mm,
on the video call, you see this guy, okay, and the background, like how you see my yellow wall and everything over here, you see over the entire police station. You believe it. It's simply a virtual background. It's the fake guy. And now he scares you because, and why are you scared? Because of the kind of information he's got. He knows your husband's name. He knows your husband's Aadhaar number. He knows everything. So just imagine the family linkage has also been connected. And then he says, if you call your father or mother, we will arrest them also. This person is made to sit in front of the screen. Okay. And for hours and hours, how many hours? 5 to 6 hours, Faye. So this is why it's called as digital arrest. And how much maximum a person has lost in this? Any guesses?
I don't know. Tell me.
4.5 crores. You can Google it. A Delhi based dentist lost 4.5 crores. Last week, a Bengaluru based advocate, woman, she lost 10 lakhs. Now, 10 lakhs sounds very less. But do you know what's the other thing that happened with her? They
Mm.
said, no, we suspect something more. We want you to remove all your clothes and turn around and show each and every part of your body. The lady did it. So so when this, the impersonation is so like is getting them crores of rupees, can you imagine what AI is going to get? Can I just give you one example of another AI based crime that's happened very recently?
Yeah.
Four people come on a Zoom call, three directors, one accounts person. The three directors are talking amongst themselves. One of them is the CFO, and he says, "I think we need to transfer this, like $2 million or something like that, 200 crores. Yeah, we need to transfer 200 crores rupees to this particular company." And the other guy says, "Okay." And then the CFO says, "No, I don't think so, but okay, let's do it." And all those, and the accountant is hearing. Then they say account to the accountant, "Okay, transfer these 2 million US dollars." This has happened in Hong Kong. The accountant listens to his director, he listens to the boss, he transfers it.
Mm.
Later on, when it was investigated, it was that on that Zoom call, the three directors were deepfakes. Only the accountant was the real guy. So when you are asking how real it can get, how bad it can get, is it over here? It's already there.
So tell me something. How do we protect ourselves from this sort of fake scams? Like someone, my producer Ira tells me that apparently there is another call that comes in. They claim to be from Try. They say someone is using your number to send
Yes,
messages that is harassing
absolutely.
people, and they ask you
Yes.
for your details. How do we know? How can we? How should we? What should we do basically when you get a call like this? How can you tell the difference?
So, well, on Instagram, something is trending, and that's called as a POV. Your POV is the
Yes.
point of view. Yeah.
Yeah.
My POV is practice the pause. Pause. When you get a call, don't panic. Just pause. The O
Mm.
stands for zero, zero trust. By default, every call that comes, everything I read, everything I watch, I look at it with zero trust, provided it's something sensitive and it's concerning. After that, only I go to the third letter, the V. I try to verify it.
Mm.
Once I have done this, then whether it's an AI based crime or it's a normal cyber crime, I think you are like 99% foolproof because nobody's 100% foolproof. because I always say, like, sabka katega. One day or the other, we all are going to
Yeah,
be victims.
I
Sabka
read
katega.
I read somewhere that you should have a safety word with your family members. So your safety word could be like Pinocchio, and so you don't
Yeah,
transfer money until the person on the other side, whether it's a video or an audio, can actually says that word to you. And you when you're in
absolutely.
trouble and you're calling, say this word so that I know it's you. And only under those circumstances you transfer money. But you're right. I mean, if I were to see a disturbing visual of someone hurt and bleeding, I
Exactly.
probably wouldn't think of,
Exactly. And
yeah.
yeah, and are the families really connected nowadays? That they will sit on the dinner table and talk about the cases and come up with a particular code? Are they really that connected?
Mm.
They aren't. They'll say the problem is the attitude that we have. This won't happen to me, and that attitude is creating a lot of problem.
So, okay, let me ask you this. Shelly has a question. It's a very valid question. How much law enforcement is there in this area? For example, if I were to go to the police and complain about this customs call that I'm getting constantly, will the police actually do something about it, or are we left to our own devices to find ways to protect ourselves?
So the thing is, the police is going to just first tell you one thing, that have you been a victim? So if you've been a victim, then they're going to register the complaint. So since we are talking about, in case if you're a victim, please remember, don't call your bank, don't call any cybersecurity expert, don't call your 100. The only number that you need to remember is 1930 1930. Please keep this number in head. Now this is uh, the cybercrime helpline number of the control
Okay.
room of your state, of the control room of the state. And it's only and only for the victims of financial cybercrimes, nothing else. So the thing is, most of us don't even know about this number. So sometimes I
Yeah.
feel I shouldn't be blaming the government or somebody else, because they have spoken a lot about it. Nevertheless, it's still way too less, but they need to do a lot more about it. We also see now Amitabh Bachchan coming, and there's an ad of it. So this is
Mm-hmm.
one thing. Second thing, if you've not been a victim, then just Google Chaksu portal. It is on the Sanchar Sathi website. So that's the Department of Telecommunication.
Mm.
Whenever you receive a call, like your father received a call, so that screenshot of the call log, just take that, just attach it. You just need to give his name and other things. Nothing in detail. Only his name, his number, and what is the category. Did you get an SMS? Did you get a phone call, or did you get a WhatsApp message? So you just put that, attach the screenshot, which again is optional, but the other things you have to do that. Now those guys take action, and then they disconnect that number, so that more people don't fall prey to
Yeah.
it. But if
So
you've really
the
been a
other yeah, the other question, of course, is when there is a deep fake nude that goes out, and someone's asked this question as well. There is a challenge for job opportunity. If you're applying for a job and someone Googles your name and this sort of thing pops up, it could seriously affect your chances. Is there a way to get these things taken down? If I
yeah,
can
there
prove that
is.
this is a fake, can I have it taken
Yeah.
down?
Yes. So firstly, what we can do is, like, you can just, as I said, just Google, just search for deep fake detector websites, deep nude detection. It will pop up some things. Just go upload that image. You will get a particular thing. Yeah, this is artificially generated. Take that report, take a screenshot of it, you know, keep it with you. When you go to the police, talk to them. But then there is another website, stop NCII. Okay, we'll again have to just Google it because I don't remember exactly. It is stopncii.org. So stop non-consensual intimate images. Yeah. So stopncii.org.
ORG,
When you put
yes.
it, yeah, .org. Faye, if you can check it, it would be great if you can tell the audience which
Yeah,
URL it
I'm
is
just
exactly.
going to put it in the chat window for those who are
It's
currently live.
stopncii.org, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, okay. So that particular website. And now what they do, wherever they find that image, what they do, they actually destroy the image. They first take a digital signature of that image, which is the hash. And now they start, like, wherever they will find out, whether it's on Facebook, Twitter, or on Google Images, they will then get it down. So it's an amazing thing. So yeah, but it's not as easy as what it is, because the with the kind of cases that we've seen, you
Mm.
have stopped sharing it online, but what about the thing that it keeps happening in groups for
Yeah.
years and years? So I have this victim from Rajasthan, okay, where she agreed that okay, it's fine, and she was like 17 at that point of time, and she says, she told her friend that okay, you record me, and they were just making out. It's been what, like, I think around about 10 years. I think she has the court order, she's got everything, but every day that one video keeps coming up on some or the other website. And now there are memes made out of that. But can you imagine, like, psychologically, what is with the girl? Wherever she walks, they always say, Acha, Are, how? They make some comments because she said few things in that video. So the internet never ever forgets. The internet never ever forgets. And that's the reason, uh the problem is, we've been talking about women empowerment and other kind of things, but the problem is when it comes to cyber crimes, I don't know why women don't want to come forward, why their parents stop them. Today also, when girls call me, I say, listen, have you told your parents? She says, no. I said, if I'll do, then you'll have to do it my way. Then don't say, ki, okay, no, I can't do this now. Because I know I'm pretty tough. I will just take it to conclusion. Up till now, whatever girls have come to me, I have made sure that those people have been arrested. So you need to be like really strong. Please, I mean,
Mm.
what are you scared of? Otherwise, this will continue. I mean, this the best
I
way.
mean, I think it's going to continue anyway. This happened to Taylor
Ah,
Swift, right?
oh yeah, the Taylor Swift.
Arguably the most powerful, woman in the
Yeah.
world right now, given her
Oh, absolutely.
popularity and her ability. It happened to her, so could possibly happen to anybody, everybody. And I think that one of the things that society is going to have to learn to do with the advent of AI is to stop judging people based on what you have
Stop
seen.
judging people.
Um,
Yeah.
because you saw a salacious video and now you've decided that this individual is bad in some way. This is the government working on any regulation for AI in India? Europe is working on regulation. Are they working on regulation? This is a question from Arjun Vinod on our timeline.
I think they've already done something, but it is not. It's not like a regulation that they're working upon. And even if they're working upon, like, I kind of try to stay away from them. So I don't know what they are doing. I'm I prefer my corporate cases. But fine, there is something that's happening, but I'm not aware about it completely. And right now there are elections going on, so everyone is busy with that.
Everyone's
Uh,
busy with elections. Okay. So,
yes.
Ritesh, I want to thank you for having this conversation with us and helping us understand this. Obviously, there will be more questions. People will want to ask more questions. For our audience who's watching, if you have more questions, leave it in the comment section. Ritesh
Mhm.
will be kind enough to come back and answer those
I
questions
will.
for us as to how to deal
Absolutely.
with these issues. How to protect ourselves, how to protect family members, how to protect bank accounts, for example, from all of this. From all of this stuff. So, Ritesh, always a pleasure having a chat with you. This time, of course, was a little more scary than normal, but this
It's
is the
just going
new
to get
world.
more and more scary. The more creative these guys become, the more scary it's going to get. So,
Yeah.
but Faye, it's been an honor once again to speak to you. Yeah.
Thank you, Ritesh. All right, we're gonna wrap this up here. I'll be back in about 5 minutes with what's up with the news. We'll take a new look at the news live. Very interesting hearing in the Supreme Court on Patanjali. We'll read through what happened in that hearing and what the interim judgment was. Together, that's up in a bit.